Hello, my name is Catherine Lilly, and I'd like to give you an overview of the Business and Finance Strategic Planning Process. The Business and Finance organization is comprised of some 3,000 employees who essentially make up central administration of the University of Michigan, and this planning process pertains to all of them. We, the senior team, invented this strategic planning process in 2004, and at that time we called it the Strategic Framework. We identified two overarching goals that would apply to the whole organization, and we also began identifying key initiatives that we wanted everyone to participate in, to be focused on, and to ensure that they were successful because they were high value for the institution. Those two goals were employer of choice and provider of choice for the services that we offer. And we measure the employer of choice goal by doing an employee satisfaction survey every 2 years, and on the off years, to measure the provider of choice goal, we do a customer satisfaction survey. In 2004, we added a third goal, best-in-class leadership, which allowed us to identify budget targets, process improvement targets, and in many cases, higher standards for implementing initiatives that we were doing on campus. In 2012, we added a fourth goal, an engaged organization, in response to feedback that we got from a business and finance town hall meeting of 250 employees, where they told us they would like more to contribute their creativity and good ideas to the organization. What are the objectives of this strategic framework process? Provide focus on our mission and vision. As part of the planning process, we initially created a mission statement for business and finance, which could be shortly expressed as "We make blue go," a vision for our organization to create future focus in terms of our role in the institution, and a list of values. So the strategic framework provides all of us focus on that mission and on our goals. It also helps employees see themselves in their line of sight in contributing to that mission and contributing to the overall institution. It helps us identify key areas of impact and collaboration. And fourth, it holds all the organization accountable for common goals and common measures. What is our cadence of planning and updating? Every spring I facilitate a strategic framework planning retreat with the senior staff, where we do a look at last year, we do an environmental scan for what's coming and what's changing, and then we identify targets for the 4 goals and specific key initiatives for what's needed for this year. We present that to the top 4 levels of our leadership in fall at what we call the Strategic Framework Expanded Forum session. And in that session, we report on the past, our progress on last year, and on the future in terms of our future goals. We publish an update to the web. We publish the plan to the web in the fall, and in January we publish an update, a status, a red, green, yellow status report on all of our targets and key initiatives, and also include that in a letter to the provost. And then at the end of the year we summarize our accomplishment of the key initiatives and the targets and the goals, and we include that in our summary letter to the provost, as well as then begin the cadence again in our fall meeting in September. A Leadership Academy class, one of the project teams from our Leadership Academy program, was asked to identify our strategic framework, compare it to our peers. They compared our process to 9 key institutional peers, and they gave us quite high marks for our planning process. They said many other of our peers do not have a planning process, but that they did make some recommendations for improvement. They said that we could be more aligned with the budget cycle. They said that we could simplify overall and help employees see how the key initiatives link to the goals, the goals specifically, how they could link to each individual employee's contribution. They asked us to collaborate more, to create key initiatives that caused us to collaborate more, and they suggested that our planning cycle be extended from a 1-year planning cycle to a 3 to 5-year planning cycle. In summary, the strategic framework, the strategic planning process for business and finance, has served us well. In the most recent employee satisfaction survey, over 80% of the employees said they could see how their job contributes to the mission of business and finance, and an even higher percentage said that they could see how their job contributes to the mission of the institution. And in the end, the strategic framework process is helping with that goal. Could it be improved? Of course, and perhaps it's time for an overhaul. But in general, it's important to understand that we are all connected through whatever planning process we put into place. Thank you for a chance to give you this update.